I wasn't real sure if I even wanted to do this video, simply because I wasn't fixing to drop those. Let's move them back a little bit. I wasn't real sure how it was going to be received, but we'll take a quick peek in at a clutch, and I'll give you a little background on it. So here's the clutch. This is our first just terrible clutch of the year. Alright? And this clutch was laid on the 16th. So it's been in here 5 or 6 days, something like that, at the time of shooting this video. Now, this female that laid these eggs last year slugged out on us, all slugs. This year we tweaked her a little bit. We got some more food into her. We got more food into her this year than we did last year, and we tried doing things a little bit better. This year she did improve. She did improve. She gave us 4 slugs and these 2 things. Now, this egg right here, these are what we call boob eggs. And as you can see, this egg right here is perfectly fertile. Okay? Now, you ready for the kicker? So is that one. Now, I'm probably going to get some questions as to why would I incubate that little bitty egg? Because, I mean, you can see it's about the size of a golf ball. It's real small. Why would I incubate that little bitty egg? The female that we're trying to breed is a pos het. Okay, she's a 66% pos het. And so, because of that, we need every opportunity we can get to prove her out. And that little bitty egg gives us that opportunity. I know people who have hatched out eggs that small, and the babies come out, and the babies are just a wee bit small, and, you know, after a little tender loving care, everything goes along just swimmingly. So the possibility that this girl may prove out to be a hypo, and that one egg right there may be the hypo, you know, I can't ignore that. Let me set you down. You're gonna get to look at there you go. You're gonna get to look at the ground. Look at the cement. I'm going to continue talking. I've got to reseal these, and I need 2 hands to do it. You're gonna get to a point, if you're breeding ball pythons, that incubating those kinds of eggs in order to prove out a pos het is a necessity. It's not something that you go, well, we really don't want to do that. It's going to be a necessity. It's going to be something that you're not going to have the luxury of saying, well, you know, if that little snake hatches out, it's going to be a little tweaked. You know, if that little snake hatches out, it's going to be puny, so I might as well just go ahead and throw that egg out and not worry with it. Yeah, you could do that. Absolutely, you could do that. But, you know, you throw that thing out, and it's I don't know, you know, it's I don't even know, what's an expensive, what's a super expensive, recessive. Alright, we're going to look at another clutch. This is a spider times normal. These were laid on 4/26. So today, it's not quite 30 days, but we're getting there. Woo. God, it stinks. Man, that one egg stinks. Alright. Here's something else. Now, this female rolled this egg. And I can tell you right now, that egg is pretty much dead. Okay? Now, this egg right here has had a little water. Oops, sorry, you guys can't see that, can you? This egg right here, at some point, has had a little water drip on it. And it's starting to get a little mold growing on it. Now, if you notice, that mold hasn't grown. It's been like that for 2-3 weeks. That mold hasn't grown. That egg is still perfectly good. If you'll notice, hasn't affected that egg. If you look real close, you can see that snake down in there moving around. See that? Hasn't, look at that. There's a snake moving. This is 30 days in. You see the baby snake? Look at him right there. See there? See that snake moving? Look. There's another one. Moving around. So that mold and this bad egg won't affect these other two. And in fact, if you look real close, it's got some kind of little, they almost look like maggots or worms or something growing in it. At some point there was some kind of a gnat or something may have gotten trapped in this box. But those eggs, these 2, 4, 6 eggs, they're going to hatch out just fine. And there's not going to be anything wrong with them, and we'll show you that when they get ready. But eggs are very, very hardy. Eggs are very, very, they're real resilient. And they're a lot more resilient, I think, than a lot of people give them credit for. And when I first started doing this, man, I used to set you down again. Get this clutch back in the incubator. When I first started doing this, I used to be very, 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 very timid about candling the eggs, being, you want to be gentle with them, but don't be gentle like, you don't have to be like, you're handling an over full glass of, sulfuric acid or something like that. I've got a real good friend of mine, Tim Bailey. Let me tell you something. You want to see somebody that'll do some stuff to some eggs that scare you? That man will do it. That man, he takes his eggs and he flips them over and looks at them and holds them this way and that way and, picks this one up, pokes it a little bit to try and get the baby to move so we can see a pattern. And, he doesn't have any issues from it. So, we had a clutch that we pipped. It's on day 55, 54 today. I'll just show you these real quick because I'm running out of time. But I'm gonna try and let's try and find a morph. Try and find a mutation to show you in the egg. There's one. Some really cool. Looks like we're gonna have some very cool Mojaves hatch out of this clutch. So without getting all this crap all over my iPhone. Very cool Mojave in the egg. So these guys will be hatching out. Looks like we got 4 Mojaves. This was clutch number 1 for 2011. And it looks like we got these 4 here are Mojaves. Those 3 there are normals. So, alright guys, thanks for looking.